Team WUNAX Tech Profile with
Zack, Klemmer.
Hey, this is Team WUNAX here today with Zack Klemmer, who just made top 8 of the Fargo Regional. What deck did he play?
Superheavy Samurai with some spice.
Nice, let's get in the profile.
Alright, so we have I'll move this stuff out of the way. So we had the standard lineup of stuff. So 3 bike, 3 Wakaushi, 3 wagon, pardon my mismatch, 2 soul piercer, and a secret random mystery card. We have some teammates going to Philly this weekend. This card is our super secret tech. We are not going to include it today.
Can't show that to people.
Yeah, this is. Yeah. So. All right, and then to continue with that, we have the Big Ben key. These are all just extremely standard ratios. All right, and then the obligatory standard one-ofs. This card sucks. I hate this card. Shout out to Zohair Khan for convincing me to play this stupid card in the main over the second Soul Peacemaker, even though he argued with me for the whole trip up that I should have ran a second one of these. We couldn't find it, so I played a bad card.
I mean, it paid off.
It did not. It lost me my my last round of the day, and I will never forgive it for doing so. And then the last card is Regulus. For future reference, this card is going up to 2. This card is insane. Every time I opened it, it was insane. Hand traps. This is all very standard stuff right now. If I have to literally explain any of this, you probably don't know anything about the format, living under a rock. This was like these were the 4 that we were kind of iffy on. They never came up for me, very, very rarely. The one time I nibbed somebody, I just got bodied the next turn anyway, so.
40 card main deck?
40 cards, on the money. We'll do extra next. So this is not the standard stuff. This is the cool, spicy stuff. So we have the 2 Scare Claws. Debating moving this up to 2 or to 3. This card's crazy. Genius Lambda. That's all for links. We're not doing anything like crazy with like Ballista or the Appaloosa stuff. Through we were talking about it. It just doesn't seem like you really want to raise your ceiling that much. You kind of want to just play cards that just do something when you don't open the goddamn box and tunneler crap. And so then your standard Axel, Synchro, and Baron. Self-explanatory, just part of the combo. Saratobi. This card was very, very good today. The couple of times I summoned it, it felt good. It's a Baguska out. It can win in time randomly if you can pop your own scale. But yeah. All right. We have the Omega, and then the 3 spicy cards.
You want to talk more about these?
Yeah, so the general thought process was that you can use the searches to find Stealthy and the Motorbike, and then you can summon them together to make the Samsara Cat, which then you can use any random 4 and this to make Meteorburst. This then allows you to do a line where you summon Wakaushi and then use the Wakaushi and another level 4 to make Omega, and then use the Samsara in your graveyard, putting back the Excel Synchron in this to finally end on a standard board of like Baron. I ended on Regulus and Quillflower Genius. There's some lines where you can end on Lambda, and do some Omega lines with that, which is cool, but I valued the Regulus a lot, so a lot of the times I just ended on the standard Dissipator, 2 Hand Rips, and Baron, and the Regulus. But there's lines where you can do other stuff. Something that did come up a couple of times that I probably should have mentioned a little bit before. Sometimes when I put back the Excel Synchro with this card, I just randomly was able to make it again. And one time I did actually end up making Saratobi and the second Excel and made, well, in the Exceed line now, a Sargeras. It happened once, and I used it to get an extra negate out, and it was fine. But yeah, so on that line, we kind of did, the standard Merrymaker and Gigant, or Champion, that, and Bluescale. These cards are all super self-explanatory. My teammate who played the same deck, shout out to him behind the camera, did not have success with the synchro stuff. I did the combo quite a bit, and every time that I did, it won me games. So, except for the one time where I got Dark Ruler. The deck that still kind of lives with the Dark Ruler. You get unlucky and you hit the random cards in their hand and they're both bricks and they still have the Dark Ruler, they're just better than you. Side deck is pretty self-explanatory. We got the Archfiend Eccentric. This is for, your standard back row stuff. The Rainbow Magician out. Not much to say there. DD Crow. This is for Pearly. The Mirror. If you hit the card they try to summon back with Scarecrow, it's really good. It's just randomly good against random decks. Like, I sided in against the Drytron player I played. Won me that game. Retaliating Sea. This never came in. Ever. Literally ever. It was for Pearly and other just random spell decks, runic decks, where they didn't open Flashing Fire to just out it right away. But I never saw any of those decks, so it never came in. These are the 5 cards that always came in, though, pretty much every match. The 2 Gamma Seal, the side deck to Jizukiru. I was on the board of, like, this is a searchable kaiju. And my teammate made a good point where it's like any deck that is trying, or that is capable of stopping you is never going to actually let you pendulum summon to the zones that Genius has to search this. So I never ended up actually doing it and said, oh yeah, that's cool, we'll just side it. And we did. And Kurikara, this came in so often, but never saw it. It is what it is. And then the Golden Cloud Beast and the Access Code. So in games, well, whenever you're going second, really, after game 1, you always side out the Samsara and the Meteor Burst, because you're never doing this combo again, pretty much going second, and if you do, I don't know what your opponent's doing. So we just wanted cards that just did something going second. So that was it. That was the spicy Superheavy Samurai deck that took me to 8th place. Whirlwind of an end. But yeah.
Congrats on the top.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.